It's time once again for Here's What's Happening in Carrington, New Rockford, and surrounding areas on KDAK.
Okay, it's another edition on this Wednesday. Busy morning here for you on Greg in the Morning on KDAK. Another edition of Here's What's Happening. This morning we're glad to be joined by Dion Schaaf. She is the district manager for the Foster County Soil Conservation District right here in the Central City.
Good morning.
What's happening, Dion?
Well, first off, we want to start by congratulating Paul and Amanda DuBort. Their little boy is with us now. His name is Landry, and he was born this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, so very good news.
Yeah.
The downside is you won't be able to see Paul in the office for a little bit. He's taking a little family time, so somebody's going to be filling in for him for a while.
Okay.
But congratulations, guys. It's great news.
Yeah, pretty cool. So thanks, Dion, for joining us here. We got to talk about, what are we chatting? We got the Kelly Creek Watershed Project, right?
Yes. I just want to let everybody know, because this winter is the last chance to apply for cost share assistance through the Watershed Project. The Kelly Creek Watershed includes all the areas that drain into Kelly Creek, Carrington Creek, and Scotts Slough, and of course their smaller tributaries. That area is mostly in northwestern Foster County, a little bit over into Wells. The project will end next fall, so if you've been thinking about applying, you need to come in and get funds set aside for you this winter. Any work done with the watershed assistance is going to have to be completed by the end of this coming summer. If you're not really sure what I'm talking about, the Watershed Project provides 60% cost share for installation of best management practices that improve water quality within the watershed. That can include anything from nutrient management on crop fields to improving or even moving livestock feeding areas. A number of practices that decrease the amount of nutrients or animal waste reaching the drainage can be considered. Some that have been suggested are cover crops and hayland or pasture plantings. These are often used as part of things like saline soil management. Fencing, which can include both cross-fencing and boundary fencing. Watering developments like wells and pipelines that move livestock away from the creek. Portable windbreaks to get your cattle grazing out on your cropland. Runoff control structures or plantings, replacing septic systems that leak into the drainage. And full or partial manure management systems. I'd have to say it's too late now to try to complete a full manure management system through the current Watershed Project, but we might still be able to help you get an engineering plan done and connect you with someone who can help you complete the work. So we have had a few people come in now looking to plant perennial cover or cover crops on areas that were having productivity problems, again, often due to salinity. This helps to combat erosion and runoff, and of course it improves your soil health. Another thing that we've gotten some interest is in grazing systems. We can help with fencing, water developments, the portable windbreaks that allow a better rotation of livestock and allow cropland to become part of your grazing system. I want to bring up the Research Extension Center has a livestock environmental management newsletter called the LEM News, and that's got a lot of good articles in it. The most recent edition has an article that points out the advantages of water developments. According to this, they say it can increase your grazable acreage, extend grazing seasons, and allow you to use your crop residue and cover crops for forage. With cross-fencing and management, you can set up a grazing system that increases your operation's carrying capacity. And it also points out that installing troughs will actually provide better quality water from the same source than you could provide in dugouts or ponds, which of course is healthier for your livestock. Another article in the same edition discusses options to save winter feeding expenses by different methods of winter grazing, and it gives links to further resources. Bale grazing, swath grazing, cover crop, and crop residue grazing are all options for getting your animals out of the corral and making better use of your resources. And of course, another advantage of winter grazing is that it leaves your, quote, fertilizer at the desired endpoint rather than having to be hauled there. So if anybody wants to take a look at this newsletter, you can go online to www.ag.ndsu.edu/LEM. And when the page comes up, just look on the left and click on the link for news.
Okay,
So,
sounds good. We have some, let's see, a winter feeding and grazing tour coming up. Tell us more about that. And we got some other ones coming up too, right?
Yes. For the livestock people, there are 3 different tours coming up in February in neighboring counties. The first one is on Wednesday, February 10th, starting at 10 o'clock at the Dally Up in Montpelier, North Dakota. This one is sponsored by Stutsman County SCD. They're going to be doing tours of 3 different operations, so you're going to be outdoors. They're going to have featured speakers on late season grazing alternatives and nutritional requirements of livestock in winter, and they're providing a free roast beef lunch in Windsor. So that's the first one on February 10th. There is a workshop for integrated predation management, managing livestock losses to predators. On February 17th, it's in Dickinson, but on February 18th, it's at Valley City State University. Starts at 8:30, goes to 3:30. They're going to be talking about non-lethal methods to prevent and reduce livestock losses, including guard animals, animal husbandry methods, including carcass disposal, improved fencing techniques, just ways of decreasing losses to predators. Again, this is a free workshop. It's by the APHIS Wildlife Services, Game and Fish, and the Extension Service. And that's on the 18th in Valley City. And then on Wednesday, February 24th, at the Binford Fire Hall, there's another grazing workshop. Sign-in starts at 9:30. They're going to be talking about rotational grazing management and nutritional aspects of rotational grazing. And then after lunch, there will be a local producer panel discussion. So these are all coming up in February. They're all free workshops. If anybody needs the information, again, you can probably contact Stutsman County SCD, the Extension Service, and the Griggs County SCD, or if you need to, you can just contact our office, and I have the contact numbers.
Okay. What's your number again? 652?
2551, extension 3.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Dion. Anything else this morning?
I think that's all the big stuff for today, yeah.
Sweet. Well, thanks for stopping in. And then
a lot of stuff coming up.
That's right. Let's see, next month, it won't be the first Wednesday of the month, right?
No, we have a conflict, so we're going to have to come in on the second Wednesday. We'll be here on the 9th.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we appreciate it. Have a great day, and we'll see you then.
Thank you.
You bet. That's Dion Schaff joining us this morning on Here's What's Happening on KDAK. And Dion is the district manager for the Foster County Soil Conservation District here in